The 2019 NBA season is drawing to a close, and once again the Hornets appear to be on the outside of the playoffs looking in. Charlotte is projected to finish in the late lottery once again, picking there for what would be the third year in a row. While this draft crop is generally regarded as a weaker one, there are still some hidden gems in this range, particularly within the Carolina area. Related boom or bust prospects for Charlotte enter DeAndre Hunter of UVA and Nassir Little of UNC. Both are strong-bodied forwards, and will possibly be available when the Hornets are on the clock come this June. Let's take a look at their strengths and weaknesses and see if either makes sense to add to the roster. DeAndre Hunter's strengths: the standout sophomore from Virginia brings plenty of strengths to the table, namely his defensive intensity, offensive versatility, and high basketball IQ. At 6 feet 7 inches and 225 pounds, Hunter has an excellent frame for the NBA and projects to capably defend 2s, 3s, and 4s at the professional level. On the year, Hunter has averaged 15.4 ppg, 5.3 rpg, and 2.2 apg with a 26.9 per, all impressive numbers. His defensive ability manifests itself in different ways. Take this clip for example, https://clips.clip.tv/nqwrkz/360.mp. For watching Hunter, you can clearly see some strong fundamentals. His feet are constantly chopping, shifting his body into better and better defensive position. While on the ball, Hunter's hips are dropped low and square to his man, preventing clear driving lanes to the basket. Hunter does drop out of his stance on the weak side in the clip, something that I imagine will get coached out of him at the next level, but flashes of lockdown perimeter defense are evident here. https://clips.clip.tv/wigdex/360.mp4. Here we can see some flashes of Hunter's defensive instinct as he pokes the ball loose on a dribble handoff and takes it to the other end for the slam. With his 7 feet 0 inches wingspan and quality anticipatory skills, one can see where the Kawhi comparisons come from. Though many rookies struggle to contribute defensively, it doesn't seem like Hunter will face those same issues come day one in the NBA. While defense is the first and foremost calling card for the crafty forward, his offense isn't anything to shake a stick at. Shooting a quality 48% from deep this year, Hunter can stretch the defense all the way to the three-point line. Given his size, his handles are adequate, consisting of mostly straight-line drives and a deceleration based between the legs move from right to left. Overall, his offense is respectable enough, but will have to be refined to truly reach his ceiling. DeAndre Hunter's offense and defense are tantalizing enough on their own, but I think his intangibles are even more exciting. Hunter's hoops IQ is consistently evident as well. Often stationed on the left wing, Hunter's defender leaves to bring extra pressure on ball. Almost immediately, Hunter can be seen sliding down a few short strides into the corner, maintaining a clear passing lane for Jerome. It may not seem like much, but Hunter demonstrating an advanced hoops IQ is difficult to undervalue. There are plenty of specialists in the modern-day NBA, but Hunter seems like a truly valuable late lottery pickup as a versatile, do-it-all forward. At the end of the day, Charlotte is hard-pressed for rotation-level talent, and Hunter's floor is almost assuredly rotation minutes, so if he's on the board when the Hornets make their selection, I'd be very happy to hear Adam Silver call his name. DeAndre Hunter weaknesses: the multi-purpose Virginia product doesn't come perfect though. One of the biggest concerns about Hunter is his age. At 21, he's one of the older potential lottery picks, which may scare teams off. Furthermore, Hunter has plenty of room for growth on the offensive side of the ball. Specifically, Hunter has room to improve as a playmaker. He only averages 2.2 assists to 1.3 turnovers per game. While he has flash potential creating in the pick and roll, his inability to string together dribble moves prevents him from becoming a next-level facilitator. In order to improve this trait, Hunter will have to work on reaching the rim in fewer dribbles, finding more creative passing angles, or becoming more fluid in his movements. This is no small feat to ask, and NBA defenses will almost certainly force Hunter to create off the bounce as his career starts. How he responds will be crucial. Another area for growth is Hunter's ability to come off screens. He mostly shoots his threes off dribble drive kickouts, but I think his mechanical jumper release could be more useful than it even already is. Hunter is a solid cutter, but if he improves curling on cutting over, under, and around off-ball screens, there's the potential for him to add a whole new dimension to his offense. Still, Hunter is an incredibly talented prospect at this stage already, and to find weaknesses certainly requires a bit of nitpickiness. While comparisons are never perfect, Hunter feels like a nice blend between Robert Covington and Justice Winslow. He's got the basketball IQ, ability to defend multiple positions, and floor spacing ability to find a spot on almost any NBA team. All there's left to do is hope that he lands in Charlotte. Nassir Little's strengths. Highly touted UNC freshman Nassir Little came into the season projected as a top 5 pick but has since struggled to boost his draft stock. Coming off the bench for the Tar Heels, Little has provided a spark with his transition talents, perimeter defense, and strong motor. His season averages of 9.8 ppg, 4.6 rpg, and 0.8 apg don't exactly leap off the page, but there's more than meets the eye here. With a 6 feet 7 inches frame and a full 7 feet 2 inches arm span, Little has the build of a prototypical new age wing. Complete with a 220-pound frame and freakish athleticism, he's one of the more physically impressive prospects to expected to enter this summer's draft. That physical talent shines when Little is getting up the court in a hurry, transitioning quality defense into easy baskets. Here, all of that athleticism is on display as he utilizes his lanky arms to intercept a pass, then beats the opposing team up the floor for easy points. Defensively, he's more than just a player that loves to jump passing lanes. Little also has a strong stance and core that makes him difficult to push around. His engagement on that end is impressive as well, demonstrating a commitment to that end of the court. Individually, Little can absolutely hold his own, but more to come on this later. Praise has rained down on the wing for his impressive motor, and the film does nothing but back that up. Watch Little crash the glass in this game, flexing his vertical jump and talented timing abilities. He has a knack for knocking the ball around, resulting in extra possessions for his team. Schematically, it'll be interesting to see if coaches at the next level allow him the freedom to hunt for offensive boards or push him back in defense. His rebounding skills at his size will give him some positional versatility, a useful skill to have in the toolbox. Rounding out Little's strengths, it's clear he's still a bit raw. But his blend of hard work ethic, masterful athleticism, and interior finishing ability suggests there's star potential in him, buried somewhere beneath the surface. If developed appropriately, Little could become a dynamic force in the NBA. He'll just need a coaching staff to take him to the next level. Nassir Little weaknesses. The rawness that makes Little such a coveted, young prospect also makes him a bit unpolished. His game certainly flashes ability, but there are still major problems preventing him from reaching anything close to his ceiling. Between his poor outside shooting, inconsistencies, and inability to play team defense, teams still have cause for concern. On the year, Little is only shooting 25.6% from beyond the arc. While his 77.4% free throw mark and precise form do inspire confidence, the results simply aren't there. To add another dimension to his game, Little needs to force defenders to respect his jump shot. At this stage, it just feels like a lost confidence issue, but it is something to be wary of. Perhaps a result of coming off the bench under Roy Williams, Little has struggled to find a consistent rhythm. He has 4 games this year with over 15 points, and 6 games under 5 points. It's something that can be overlooked if Little continues to play with his motor, but NBA franchises should consider this a yellow flag. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, I'm worried about Little's ability to play team defense. While an effective defender individually, Little consistently misses rotations. Particularly in transition, Little appears to struggle with his defensive positioning. In order to play at the next level, it's imperative that he understands team defense concepts. It's something that could be remedied with more time in the film room, so I don't want to overreact. But on the other hand, all of Little's individual defensive efforts will be nullified if teams pick him apart off ball. At the end of the day, Little is still a freshman with plenty of room to grow and sprout into a phenomenal talent. If he gets a grasp on his outside jumper, his ceiling is comparable to a poor man's Andre Iguodala. If not, Little projects more as a Stanley Johnson-tier player. Unfortunately for Hornets fans, recent player development trends suggest he's more likely to end up like the latter, should he end up in Charlotte. Between the two, I favor Hunter more. His ceiling feels more reachable, and there aren't any glaring weaknesses in his game. He'd be a nice, interchangeable fit on the wing next to Miles Bridges, who has some similar skills. And on a roster this strapped for talent, Hunter would almost certainly get enough playing time early in his career to grow his game. If GM Mitch Kupchak feels the same, then DeAndre Hunter could very well be making a 4.5-hour drive down south to don purple and teal next year. Next, tanking is a plausible idea for Charlotte.